Hello, welcome to my channel. So I normally do food reviews in the car, but today is just going to be story time. I'm going through too much shit and I have to vent to someone. My boyfriend is in the Philippines. I don't really have a whole lot of friends, and most of them don't, well, I don't know. I don't even have one friend that lives in this town. So I need something. I need an outlet. I need an outlet. So if you want to comment, give me some support, that would be so much to me. I'm going through so much stuff. So I have degenerative disc in my neck and in my back. And my doctor sent over a traction device. I haven't even gotten into the depression part yet. You'll just have to wait for that, okay? And there'll probably be chapters on the bottom so you can skip around, okay? I'll do that for you. So my doctor sent over the subscription for the medical device to Zyntech. And so Zynex called me. This was almost a year ago. Zynex called me and they said, oh, well, this traction device is I think it was almost $700. And you can go ahead and pay for it. We accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express. And then after you pay for it, then we can try to bill the insurance and you'll get reimbursed back. I'm like, first of all, I don't have that kind of money. And even if I did, what if I don't get reimbursed back? I mean, you have insurance for a reason, right? So that you don't have to pay for medical. So I told my pain doctor that I go see for my pain meds about it. And so they just handed me a script and said, well, we don't know what to tell you. So I contacted United Healthcare. They don't know what, all they do is to send you from one number to another. It's United Healthcare. Let me tell you, my boyfriend is a physical therapist. Okay. He warned me about United. He already told me that when it comes to paying up, they have issues, because they have to contact for prior authorizations and they don't want to do it. Right. So anyway, United tells me that my doctor needs to call WellMed, call a number. Don't fax my information for prior authorization to say, this patient is in dire need and this is the patient's problems. And as a professional doctor, in my opinion, the patient no, they don't have a fax. They want my doctor to call, right? So I contacted United. I contacted my pain doctor, and she's not friendly at all. I mean, she wasn't rude, but she wasn't friendly. And she was like, yeah, well, we're not, what is that number? We don't call phone numbers. I was like, it's WellMed. Is that your insurance? That's not your insurance. You have United. I'm like, hold up, lady. So she's like, yeah, well, we're not do that. She goes, we already tried to send over the prior authorization. It didn't work. And that's why we gave you the script. I'm like, no, you never sent over prior authorization. You sent the script to a medical facility, and that medical facility asked me to pay for it. And then they'll send it through my insurance. You did not send it to my insurance to get a prior authorization to see if it would be paid for. Okay, so that's different. So I called WellMed. They were not rude. They were really rude. The lady put me on a long hold. They connected me to some guy in India that pretended like he didn't hear me. Hello, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm yelling. I'm like, I'm here. I have to disconnect this call. And I've had not a lot, but I've had people do that to me before. And it's not like I'm racist or something, so please don't fucking leave anything in the fucking comments, okay? Because I love Indian people and I love Indian food, okay? So don't even go there. So, anyway, I need to stop worrying about what people think because I know the truth and whatever. So, it's just really frustrating when someone doesn't speak good English. I don't care where they're from, okay? So, especially when I'm being nice, because I'm really nice on the phone. I'm super nice. You have no idea. I'm one of the nicest people. And that's another reason why I get stepped on and shit on. Am I pissed? Yeah. Fuck yeah. And by the way, when I upload my video, it says this for children. I always say no. So, yeah, I'm going to cuss. So, I'm going through that bullshit. Big runaround. On top of all of that, my depression is getting really, really bad. And I'm what they call resistant treatment depression, treatment resistant depression. In other words, medicine doesn't work for me, or it used to, or I have really bad side effects. And, I don't really want to get on medicine for the rest of my life if I can, do something else. So I was looking into things like ketamine. And ketamine is normally to sedate you for like an operation. And in the street, on the street, I found out they call it Special K, and it's used like for, I guess like a street drug. I don't know. I've never done it. I've never done acid. I've never done ecstasy. I've never done, whatever. So I don't know about this stuff. I know a little bit, but it's not like I know a lot about it. I've taken it just a few times. No, I haven't taken it. I don't know. I used to go to raves and clubs. Let me tell you something. I was offered acid so many times in the raves, and I turned it down every single time because I have horrible anxiety, and I don't know what you're giving me, and I don't know the long-term side effects of it. But if I could go back in time, I probably would have did acid at least once. So, because it's like, I was one of those straight edge, goody goody, never got in trouble, never did drugs, whatever, and my life still turned out shitty. And you know what? At my age, I don't have regrets of what I did. I have regrets of what I didn't do or didn't try. So go figure. 90% of the shit, I would say over half the percent of shit I was told as a kid, bunch of bullshit. Like, I didn't go to my graduation. And they said, well, if you don't go, you'll regret it. I don't regret it. I don't want to go. They told me that if I would go up there, and get the diploma and walk and stuff, that they would have called me faggot and queer. I didn't want to hear my parents hear that. And then not only that, my dad refused to pay for my cap and gown, my yearbook, my school ring, any of that stuff. He's like, you got to get a job. If you want that shit, you pay for it. I was making minimum wage at Burger King. Do you think I had enough for that? No. And do you think I was going to spend money? Why would I put money into school that made fun of me every day? All I needed was my diploma and to get out of there as quick as possible. So, and now it's raining. I'm probably going to have to go in the house pouring down the rain. So let me tell you, let me go back. Let's rewind it, right? So, with my depression, I was looking into ketamine. Again, it's a street drug, Special K. It's also used for sleeping. And supposedly they've been using it for intravenous. But when they use it intravenous, it's like really strong. And I don't want something strong. I'm not trying to get high, people. I'm not trying to get high. I'm trying to help my depression, anxiety, OCD, and chronic pain. Depression, anxiety, OCD, chronic pain. 4 things. I have other things too wrong with me, but we'll just talk about those. Well, guess what? Ketamine's supposed to help all 4. So, anyway, so there's a company, I don't know if it's Johnson & Johnson, and I think it's called Spatero. I'll leave a link. I'll say in the comments the spelling of it. And it's actually like derivative of ketamine, and it's a nose spray. And you only do like 1 shot, and then that's it. It's not like intravenous where it's like going, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't seem as strong. And from what I read, it's not. There's that treatment. And also, so I'm been trying to seek that out. Tomorrow I see a psychiatrist, a new one in the next town over, because I live in a small town, by the way. And I was told by my doctor, my primary doctor, that she thinks that they have that now. But when I made the appointment, when they called me to make me an appointment, I had asked her about that, and she's like, I don't think we do ketamine here. She's like, I mean, I don't know for sure. She's like, but I've been working here enough. I'm 99% sure that we don't do that here. So, just in case they don't, I always try to stay ahead of the game. So I've been searching it out. So as I'm searching it out, I found out something called magic mushrooms, psilocybum. And I believe it's the mushrooms that grow on cow shit. And if you take it, it's supposed to make you see things and hallucinate. But off-label, and I wouldn't even be called off-label, right? Because that's not a label, But they found out that if you do microdosing just a little bit, not to get high and see things, no, just a barely little bit, like once a week, twice a week. I don't even know for sure. Because the website says different. The different websites say different things. And that's supposed to help with depression. And it's supposed to rewire the synapses in the brain. So that you may have to only do it a few times, or maybe microdosages, once a week for like a month or 2. And then you can lay off of it for like up to 2 years, maybe even longer. So it actually almost semi-permanently changes your your brain, the way you see things. And I've seen so many videos on that, and like I almost want to cry because the people that say that they've done it and tried it, it's changed their life. Like, you have no idea. I have tried to commit suicide quite a bit. And I don't mean superficial scratches either. Like, I've taken pills, I've tried to gas myself in the car. Like, I've really, and this is not easy for me to talk about on here. But you know what? At my age, I don't care anymore. I don't. It's like, I don't really think I'm a bad person. I don't think I've done anything so bad that I can't share it with anybody. Like, what have I done that I should be ashamed of? I can't think of anything. I really can't. So, not that I'm a goody-goody, because I'm not a goody-goody. We all have, you know. So, I'm looking into that also. And I found a chocolate bar online called, I think it's called 1UP. And it has Mario, like the Mario, like you, 1UP, you know, Mario. It's really colorful. It looks like it's for kids, which I don't think that they should do that. But they accept Bitcoin, PayPal. They don't accept any credit card payments. Which, in a way, I understand is like, if you're a credit card company, would you want someone to accept payments for illegal drugs through a credit card? Like, you don't want to have, you don't want your hands in that. So I can understand that. You know, I'm sure MasterCard, Visa, whatever, has asked that company online, it's like, you know, what are you selling? We're selling illegal psilocybum magic mushrooms. So I understand that, but I don't even know for sure, like, what is in it? What if they put extra in it? What if they hardly put anything in it? I'm more worried about extra, because it comes when the bar is, I believe it's, and that's another thing, it's expensive. I don't have that kind of money to blow. It's $25 for the bar, and they do have vegan bars. It's $25 for the bar, and then it's $20 for shipping. So it's like $45 for a chocolate bar. And to get super high, you take the whole bar. To get semi-high, like, but still real good, you take half. I ain't doing that. No. There's 12 pieces. I'm not even taking one. I would take all 12 pieces. And one of the 12 pieces, I would take it from the bar. You know, there's still 11 left. I would take that piece. And then on that piece, I would chop it up. I would put 2 scores in it. So now I have 3 pieces. And take maybe half of one of those pieces at the start. And then finally take a third of that one piece. And do that and see if I get results. If I don't, then I'll take 2 pieces of that one piece. If that doesn't work, then I won't take all 3, then I'll just take the one piece. But remember, the whole bar has 12 pieces. But I don't think I would ever go up to 1. I think I would only take like 1 to 2 pieces of one piece, right? You know, I don't even think I'd probably start off with like once every 2 weeks, not even once a week. Because I want to start out small. Like, I've always been that way, you know, even like when they put me on hydrocodone for my degenerative disc, which I've been on, that's another thing. I've been on hydrocodone for over 10 years. Have I ever taken over or overdosed or told the doctor I ran out, I need more? No, because I'm very compliant, you know. They used to have me on Xanax, and a bottle of Xanax would last me forever because I would only take medicine when I really, really need it. I'm like really good about that. Like really good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many people can say they've been on hydrocodone for over 10 years and they're on the same dosage as it was 10 years ago, and it works for them and they're not seeking more? Because normally after a couple months you want more. Not me. No. Do I have my bad days where I wish I had more? Yeah. But then I just supplement with more Tylenol. I was pushing Advil and naproxen. I pretty much abused that. I started getting pains in my left quadrant, and they think I have an ulcer. But I told them, I was like, what do you want me to do? I was like, I can only take so many hydrocodone, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in legitimate pain. If I wanted to get high, Advil and naproxen doesn't make you high. If I wanted to get high and I really wasn't that much pain, why would I be taking Advil and naproxen? It doesn't get you high. No, it doesn't. But it helps with pain because I have pain. So yeah, I took it, and now I don't take it anymore. But as soon as I start getting on it again, because I'm in bad pain, that quadrant pain comes back. And so yeah, it's just, I have so much shit going on in my life. Like, people just don't know. I'm scared to death I will say this, come Friday, which is tomorrow. I'm uploading this today. As soon as I get done with this, come tomorrow, If they don't put me on some sort of medicine, and I don't want any more pills because the shit don't work. I've tried all. And I'm not getting electroshock therapy. Fuck that shit. I'll be taking shrooms. Shit, I'll be taking a whole bar every month. Whatever. I'm not doing electroshock therapy. I'm not doing it. Period. No. And I have reasons why, but they're personal reasons, and I don't even go there. It's sad. It's really sad. If I told you why, it's really sad. I just talked to my pain doctor about it the other day, and I just busted out crying. He actually had a tear in his eye. So, and my pain doctor is awesome, though. He's really nice. So, he's very compassionate, you know. He doesn't, I don't feel like he treats me like a number, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I'm saying, I did contact one ketamine institute, but it's in a big town, and it's kind of far from here. And she's like, you would have to get treatment twice a week. And, if my insurance doesn't pay for it, it's $500 per treatment. So I'm looking at $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month. I don't have that kind of money. I'm below the poverty level income. So, but the thing is, I would need a driver, not to drive me up there, but to take me home because it's ketamine. And the crazy thing is, she said, with our treatment center, we put it in your muscle. I'm like, your muscle? I was like, because I want to do the nose spray because it's just one small shot. It's a micro dose. And I don't want to do intravenous because that shit, like, it's very strong. I'm not trying to get high. People say they see things. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to treat my legitimate anxiety, depression, OCD, and chronic pain. And out of all that, mostly my anxiety. Well, my depression too, both. But she said, no, we don't do the nose spray. We don't do intravenous. She's like, we do it in the muscle. And she was really nice, by the way. But it's like a treatment center. I didn't call the clinic. It was like a big, treatment center company, whatever, that has several treatment centers. But you have to go to the big cities to get it done. The bad thing also about ketamine is it can cause kidney problems. A lot of people will not tell you that. With my anxiety, I don't want kidney problems. I'm already having urinary problems. I done told y'all before, I'm back on Cipro again. Antibiotic for a recurring prostate infection. Because why? Even though I love Evian water, I don't drink enough of water. I don't like the taste of it. Evian is okay, but in reality, I don't like water. I don't like drinking, period. I can eat like a whole entire meal and not drink anything. It's happened so many times. I remember I was with some friends in a restaurant, and they noticed it. They're like, did you even touch your water? I'm like, they're like, you didn't even take a sip of it. They're like, how did you eat your entire meal? Maybe even dessert too. And I was like, I can just eat a meal and eat. I mean, I can eat a whole meal and eat dessert. I don't need any water. I can also swallow medicine without water. I prefer a little bit of water, but I can do it. But I don't. I prefer water. But if I need to, I can do it. I don't know. Maybe I have a big throat and it just, it's easy. I see people, they chew their food and then they swallow water. I'm like, I can chew the food, swallow it, and then take a cup of water. But I don't want the water or liquid to be in my mouth with the food and get all like, that just doesn't. And now it's raining, so I'm going to get soaked coming going into the house. So wish me luck with the rain. And for tomorrow, positive thoughts, prayers, anything. Leave a comment for some support, some moral support, any support. I'm just going through so much, and I want to say more, but on top of all that, my boyfriend wants me to go to the Philippines to visit him, and I'm trying my best to find a cheap ticket, but I need business class. I cannot sit with my degenerative disc in my back and neck. I'm in too much pain. I can't do it. I also have arthritis in my hands. I just cannot sit for 18 hours. I could maybe do it like one time, like if I was permanently moving to the Philippines, but then have to do it and then have to come back, another, flight a couple weeks or a month later. But business class, it's like $4,400 for one way. So that's over $8,000. No, was it 4,000 or 3,000? It was either 3 or 4,000. I think it was 4. Yeah, I think it was 4,000 something. So, but yeah, $8,000 for round trip. Like, who has that kind of money? Do you? Send me some. Oh, I don't know. All I know is that at my age, I don't my age. I'm older than I look and sound and act. I've had depression for too long. I don't deserve it. Another thing too about the magic mushrooms and ketamine is you don't have to wait for months and months and months for it to maybe work or not. It works within hour. It works within days or a day. You know, some people say hours. Even if it worked within 3 or 4 days, like that would be such a relief. You know, to just, or at least for a break. Just give me a freaking break with my illness. You know, like, because I know when Prozac, when it first started working, colors were brighter to me. You know what I'm saying? I think I actually saw the world what normal people see the world. And y'all should be so, if you don't have depression, you should be so grateful that you don't have it. Because you see the world, in a nice way. And people that have depression, we don't see the world that way. And I got a glimpse of how you people see it that don't have depression, and it's nice because I was on Prozac, and like I said, it took about almost a month, like 3.5 weeks, and all of a sudden colors just started. They were more vibrant. I don't know, it just seemed like the world had changed. The world was the same, but it changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain it, but I'm just like, is this what it's like? But it stopped working. And then they put me on, I was up to, they start you on Prozac 20 milligrams unless you're like a kid. Maybe it's like 10, or I think some people say you can do 5 now. But the average is like 20, and sometimes it's a little strong for people, but most of the time it's not. They had me on 80 freaking milligrams, and it still was not, like, it didn't work no more. I got fat, like I got huge. It looked like someone's, like a bee stung me. Like my face was blown up. I think my sugar went up too, if I remember right. Oh, I don't know if I shared too much, because I know y'all like story time, and there's so many stories I still got to say. I want to tell you about the law of attraction, on how I got some. Oh, it was magical, but it's also not vegan though. But this happened a long time ago, so I'll probably, maybe I can share it. But wish me luck for tomorrow. If anybody knows anything about magic mushrooms, psilocybum, those 1-Up chocolate bars, ketamine, any kinds of form. If you know anything about anything, comment below. And there'll also be, I always say that you can support this channel, and I always say I'm going to leave a link, but I just forget or whatever. But I'll leave a link on how you can support this channel. But if you don't financially support me, a comment and a subscription like means the world to me. I have to walk in the rain. Until next time, enjoy your life. Really, enjoy your life. I recommend that you put money aside or something aside for your future, but don't overdo it. And you can make sacrifices now, and you can put things on hold, and that good saying, good things come to those who wait. Not always. Sometimes waiting, sacrificing, and holding and all that doesn't pan out, because I did so much things right, and my life just turned out. I think if I would have taken more chances in the past, maybe even would have did acid at the raves, and maybe just listen to what I really wanted in life instead of compromising for whatever reason, I might be in a better place right now. Or maybe I'd be in the same place, but I wouldn't have regrets as much. Because like I said, I don't regret what I did in life. I regret what I didn't do, if that makes any sense. Alright, until next time, have an awesome day. Bye.